Hey everybody, I want to show you something I've got years ago. Someone gave us this, a friend of ours at a gun show for transferring some guns for him or something like that. He had bought a bunch of these, and this is an old Tokarev revolver. We used to be able to get these at a really reasonable price. There's just, I don't know where you'd find them nowadays. I haven't looked for one in years. This is that revolver that when you cock it, and yes, this is empty, the cylinder walks forward. See if you can see that with that towel on my lap. And it shoves the tip into the casing, because the bullet is recessed in the casing, up into the barrel. And some people have actually threaded these and silenced them. But what I want to show you this one. If I can get the serial number on there. It says 1895 Russian 7.62 38 revolver. This is imported by Century International Arms, or Century Arms International. This one is dated. Where are you? Right there. 1945, and if I'm not mistaken, that is the Tula mark. But I'll give you a quick overview of how this thing comes apart. It's kind of like a Western style revolver where you've got a flip to one side to load. And this is actually a 7-shot revolver. There were a lot of Western guns from the 1800s that were actually 7-shot. Not exactly sure where the 6-shot stuff came in, but that's fine. So to actually take this apart, it does not have a swing out cylinder. This pulls all the way out. I'm going to rotate it so you can see it. It actually tips to one side. Does two things. And if you've ever had a Russian weapon, everything that they made had a purpose. Even that cleaning kit, it was a half tool, half cleaning kit. This, when you rotate it, becomes your ejector rod. If I line the cylinder up correctly, it will. And that pushes your casing out. Well, it did just earlier. Alright. Yeah, there we go. See how that protrudes through there? Now to get the cylinder out, this little piece, let me get a good shot of that, actually lifts out. Do this sideways so you can see. See? That slides out. Set that to the side. Now, with a slight cock to move the firing pin out the way, this lifts out the way. When I went to put this back in, I'm like, well, heck, it's bigger. It won't fit. I'm like, what the heck? This is spring-loaded. Which would make sense if you're going to move the cylinder towards a barrel, you have to have something to keep it in check. But they're the cylinders. 7-shot. I don't know if we can see those on there. They're actually numbered. So, reassembly is pretty much the same. Drop it back in place. Push this slightly and it actually, oops, cock the gun. And it did drop right back in for me earlier. There we go. This little pin has to be in a certain direction. See how it's kind of, I don't know what shape you call that, but that fits the notch here. And that slides in. See how it got that little gap? Give it a little wiggle. Snaps in. Rotate this back in place. Slide. Close. And you're back in action. These are all steel. They are durable as all out. I'm assuming this is a way back when they made this kind of pre-plastic stuff called Bakelite. I'm thinking that this may be that. I'm not going to test it. I think you can test it by melting part of it with a pin or a needle and screw that. It's this has never been fired. As far as I know, they came in brand new. They came with a case. This has been sitting unused, unseen in a drawer for quite some time. Next to it was a lottery ticket my father bought in 2012, and this is 2022. When was this thing dated? March 2012. I know I received this gun. The guy gave it to us. Had to be close to 20 years ago. So, interesting little chunk of history. Even has a landing ring on it. And thought some of you may like to see this. It's, I wish I had bullets to shoot it. I have a friend that I think has one of these, and I may hit him up for some ammo. So, if I do, I'll get a video of it shooting. Take care.